Welcome back, everybody, to BVarsity Live, segment number 3. We got the black team in here from the U.S. Army All-Star Bowl, and they are coached by Dennis Manning of Ridgeview, and another arena football legend in this town because of how many All-Star Bowls you've coached.
I just love being a part of it. I've been blessed to be a part of it for a lot of years. Yeah,
it is a heck of a lot of fun, isn't it?
I love it. I love the game. I think I think the way the kids might think is, you get a chance to play in this game, this arena, the tight quarters and the nets and the whole thing is just too much fun.
And one of your own here, a Ridgeview Wolfpack, Timmy Le'Lea. Timmy, it's your last go around as high school football player. What are you thinking 2 weeks out?
Well, it's definitely a chance to put an exclamation point on your high school career, and you got to take advantage of it.
And the guy who's the most thrilled to be here in this entire room, I can tell you right now, is PJ Jones. He's just thrilled to be here. He's got everything in the world to say. No, it's okay. PJ's a little nervous. You're number 3 pick, though, for the black team squad, so you got to come in here and represent a little bit. You seem like the kind of player whose eyes would light up at the sound of arena football. Yeah. How well is it suited for your game?
It suited very well for me.
You got that speed. You got tight quarters. You're going to have to make some moves. Where are you playing him, Coach?
He's going to be defense.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll be one of our DBs. You get 3 DBs, so
yeah.
he'll be one of them. Probably be the defensive specialist.
He said offense, too. Is that accurate?
We really don't care what he thinks, but he's going to play defense for sure.
Now, I do have to say, Gerald said, Gerald had the first pick in the draft, right?
Yes.
And so he took Lawrence White
right
out from under your nose. Yeah, it was
Great
a good pick. I think that's what we all would have picked. He said you tried to sort of convince him, hey, I don't think Lawrence is going to play. You probably shouldn't pick him. See if maybe you can get his first pick. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Really not, but there's games being played all the time. It's so much fun. Lawrence comes up in our office every day. There's a lot of exchanges about gold and black and the game, and it's just a lot of fun. And Coach Perucci and I go way back, and so it's a lot of fun like that.
How happy are you that Eric Mahanke's not coaching this game?
With who? Mahanke? Oh, I know. They do a great job.
He's won 5 in a row, right? He's got to give somebody else a chance.
I know. Yeah, those guys do a great job, and they know the game. And yeah, it's nice. Those guys will still be there. They'll be all fired up on the sideline.
I'm sure they will. And same question I asked Coach Perucci. How much different is it for you coaching this now than it was the first year you tried to do it? It just seems like the learning curve is pretty steep at first when you're only coaching 1 game a year.
Well, I had some history because I was able to coach with the first
the blitz,
the blitz, So I knew the game a little bit, and what I learned from that was just simply that there's certain plays that work and certain plays that don't, and mainly it's because of the high motion, and that's your advantage on offense, and defensively you have to stay in the box. You can't outside rush. Those 5 guys got to stay in the box when there's only 1 blitzer. So it's made to score touchdowns, and so it's an offensive-minded game. Although I think our defense is going to be pretty good.
Defense can score some touchdowns too, PJ. It's Stavros last year. I think.
Yeah, he was great.
He had. I think he had 3 picks and 2 more that were taken away by flags. It was seriously like every other play. Timmy, what's your role going to be, man? You got to get after the passer in a game like this, I guess. That's.
Oh yeah, I think I'm playing quarterback, so I got to make a few throws. They might put me at receiver a little bit. I'm gonna have to catch a few. So.
Let me ask you this. When was the last time you cut your hair, and does a helmet still fit on it?
Freshman year, and I had to wear an XL helmet, maybe a 2X at times.
Now, when you get – where are you playing next year? Are you playing next year?
I'm going to try to walk on at Fresno State, but opportunity came up yesterday. I might have to take that one too.
Okay. Can you fill us in on it, or is that on the down low still?
It's on the down low.
All right. Okay. But I'm just saying, at some point, the helmet becomes it's just too big or too heavy, or something. You're going to have to cut it, right?
Oh yeah. Well, one time on my senior night entrance, I decided to put Head and Shoulders in my hair as I'm running out. And it didn't come out as a good idea because the whole game my helmet was soapy. You could see soap coming out my helmet. No, it's not what I planned. I didn't plan this.
Yeah, Polamalu uses Head and Shoulders. What game was that?
That was against Independence this year.
Do we have film of that game, John? We got to go.
I got the film. I'll show you after. It did not look good.
That's incredible. You don't have that problem, PJ. You got that svelte look on your face. I like that. As a corner. You kind of have to have extra resilience in this game because you're used to being kind of a lockdown guy in high school. In arena ball, it's not going to work that way. You cannot lock people down the entire game. They're going to score touchdowns on you. They're going to get big plays on you. Have you sort of mentally prepared yourself for that, or how do you look at that?
Drills. I don't know. I can't prepare for that. I haven't practiced yet.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't practiced.
Yeah, we haven't practiced yet, Perucci, just so you know.
Cheater.
Perucci walks out here and says, "Hey, there were no rules, so they got together last week. Practice is supposed to start on Monday, right?
Yeah.
That's the deal." How do you structure practices? You
know,
got
to
guys
me-
from different teams. And
Yeah, but the game is pretty simple. It's straightforward. But it's an all-star game as well. And we got a lot of kids that are still running track or doing another sport, some spring sport, and so we try to take that into consideration. So practice may be later. It's as light as could possibly be, but we still got to get after it a little bit. So we're out there an hour and a half.
How much convincing did you have to do with these two guys to get them to coach, Nick, or was that even your duty?
No, I didn't have anything to do with that at all. But whoever did a good job. I think these.
They
guys
don't
are
seem
wonderful.
like they needed any convincing at all, is why I'm saying. But
Oh no, they probably were in line waiting for the decision to be made. It's hard to say. But I do have a question. You probably didn't hear, but I asked Coach Perucci what he thinks the final score will be on the game. So what do you think, Coach Manning? What do you predict as the final score?
I mean, it's going to be the gold, probably. Probably 6 points behind us. I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I
like-
tell you what, I think I'm just a defensive-minded guy, and so I don't think it's going to be that high of a scoring game. It's a tough game for a first-year quarterback or a guy coming in as a quarterback. To score a lot of points in this game. It's we saw that last year, and we've got some good guys on defense. We've got some good secondary guys, and I know there's some offensive stars, but I tell you what, I think we'll play good defense, and I think it'll be tough to score. So I'm thinking, 30, 40 points on each team, something like that.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
So one other question real quick before Zach goes back and takes over the final comments and stuff. The players, had you ever been to a game before as you were a youngster? What were your thoughts when you saw the game? What did you think of it as a young
A
person?
lot of energy.
Yeah.
A lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
Tim,
Feel like
same
people
thing?
Move faster.
Yeah.
It was on a smaller field and all that.
Yeah.
And it's something I don't think you ever forget when you see it. Now, I do have to ask you guys, PJ, do you have a dance planned for the pregame intro? That has to be the first thing you.
I've been practicing.
You have been practicing. See, he has been practicing, Coach. That's not what you need him to
I'm not that
practice.
good of a dancer, but I've been practicing.
All right. What about you, Timmy?
I gotta show the six pack one time. I was kidding.
I like that. Maybe a little head and
Samoan
shoulders.
shuffle.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Show them the Samoan shuffle you got there.
Samoan shuffle. But Coach, we talked about PJ. You got Jaquel Tomlin as your number one pick. You got Josh Boyd who can play a little D. You may use him as a receiver, but you really do have like the secondary of dreams here. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
These guys can lock down.
Yeah, we've got guys in cover, and the thing about this game is that it's a physical game. The tight quarters make it to where you got to be physical to be good at this game. You'll see every year, Stavos is a physical player, even though he's got great instincts for the ball and whatnot. But it's a game that you got to get to the ball and you got to be physical when you get there. And so those type of kids seem to do well in the arena.
Who do you have on this list here? Maybe I better pass you the list because you haven't practiced yet. That you think can surprise people that you really like. Maybe we'll call it in honor of the NFL draft. We'll call it a value pick, right?
Yeah, well, I don't remember all our guys, to be honest with you. But like you talk about, what's the BHS? What's his name?
Jaquel Tomlin.
Tomlin. We played against him, made some incredible plays. We had to double cover him. He still made catches. So that's going to be a high pick. Timmy played for us. We know how valuable he was. He was a half-two guy. PJ, he beat out Lawrence, in the hometown all-star, MVP, right? So we know how great Lawrence was. We couldn't get Lawrence, and so he's a have-to get guy, and
right.
I know Robinson, was a great skill guy in this game. I think he could be valuable, for Centennial, even though I know he had some injuries and whatnot. And then, this year we seem to have a lot of linemen to pick from. And so we were still able to get some really solid guys. I think we picked up a couple Centennial kids, and, they're monsters. And, I'm excited about our team. And, we're still able to get some really good Ridgeview kids on there, and all but Lawrence. And so
that's
it's
what
gonna be
you
a lot
like
of
to
fun.
have.
Yeah.
Who's your quarterback, Dennis?
Well, we got the Centennial quarterback and the Taft kid.
Okay. So
terrible with names, but those guys.
I'm
I'll
looking.
learn their names
Cesar
as
De
this.
Leon of Centennial is
Yeah.
the one, and
And
then Taft.
then the Taft quarterback.
Tevin Howell,
the
is
big
he-
kid.
Yeah.
The big kid.
Anyway, so you'll be covered there. Again, you want that accuracy in the tight
Right.
quarters.
Absolutely.
Guys, how about you? I asked you this before, but it's sort of your last go around for high school football. What's one thing you'd like to do out there, PJ? I imagine that an end zone dance is part of it, but what do you envision as being sort of the perfect ending to this game?
Taking a picture of my mom.
All right. After a win, I mean,
After a win.
I got to say too. I asked the other guys this: how important is winning the game? I mean, it's a gold team versus black team. It's
very
just a
important.
label, but you kind of take pride in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Because me and Jeroni, because he's on the gold team,
Uh-huh.
and Kahari, because he's on the gold team, we have beef.
You
So-
and Jeroni are good friends, I know. So
Yeah.
that's kind of we got a fractured friendship here for the next couple of
Extremely
weeks.
competitive.
Yeah.
It really is. It's an extremely competitive game. It's not like the NFL All-Star game. You know, like with me and Perucci, it's going to be extremely competitive. After the game, we're great friends, you know, but
Right.
definitely you want to win this game.
How about you, Timmy? What's on your mind as far as playing?
As far as playing,
As far as what do you want to do in this game
Oh,
before your high school career ends?
score in every way possible.
All right.
Scoop and
Scoop
score,
and
pick
score.
6, pass one, run one, catch one. All in one game.
You got that, Coach?
Yeah, I got
You're
that.
going to have to
He's
mark
going to
that.
have to play all sides of the ball and
So
be the
you-
quarterback.
I'm going to
I
pass it
got
and
you.
catch in the same play. You might.
There you go. I like that. You have to have a tip by somebody. Now, Timmy, you said you may walk on at Fresno State. You may have another opportunity you can't share yet. PJ, how about you for next year? You have any plans?
MNU,
NMU.
Mid-American Nazarene University,
Okay, and that is in
Kansas.
Kansas. Okay, so you're playing football there or wrestling?
Yes,
Playing football there. Okay, very good. Well, hey guys, we appreciate you joining us. And once again, it's Dennis Manning, Timmy Le'Lea, and PJ Jones from the black team, which will take on the gold team May 13th, Rabobank Arena.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We'll be right back on BVarsity Live and wrap it up after this.